Hey guys, welcome back to my Brick Phone videos. I'm Caspian. I want to ask you, how are you spending your 20s? You'll hear it echoed around a lot. 20s are a time to find yourself. 20s are a time to be young and reckless. 20s are a time to be irresponsible. Your 20s are a time to have fun. Your 20s are a time to make mistakes and experiment. And a lot of people think that when you're in your 20s, you're invincible. Alright? Now, I have a slightly different perspective to offer. And some of those things are good. Let me talk about them in just a second. This is my third video I've made today on the same run. It's a bit quieter here, Kingston Foreshore. What if instead of wasting your youth, you used your 20s to set yourself up for your 30s? You use your 20s as a kind of leverage to have the life you want when you're in your 30s. You have the most time you will ever have in the world. I was speaking to a young couple who just had a baby, and they said, you don't realize how much free time you have until you have kids, and then all that free time's gone. So if you're going to have kids in your 30s, you should realize that you're not going to have any more free time at all. In fact, you'll have even less free time than now. So if you spend a lot of time partying, getting drunk, right, doing drugs, experimenting, going crazy, burning through relationships, and all these other things, looking at porn, and just having fun while it lasts. Think about it, just think. Us 20-year-olds are really bad at thinking and using our brain. But just think, men out there, what kind of a father are you setting yourself up to be for your son? Right? What kind of mother or father are you trying to become by then? Do you think that when you turn 30 and decide to get married, your life will be magically together? No. It takes grit, determination, and hard work, and motivation. Blood, sweat, and tears to get to this point. Relationships are hard. Ask anyone who's been in a relationship for a long time. They're hard. They're not always successful. They don't always work out. But sometimes they do. I'm only 21 and I'm getting married next year. I haven't had my life completely together. I'm still just a kid in many ways. I'm not super rich, I'm not super organised. Neither is my partner. Well, I take it back, she is actually really super organised. She's an amazing person. But the point is, both of us have a different perspective on what our 20s mean to most 20-something-year-olds. 20s are a time to invest in your future. They are a time to discover who you are, like I talked about. And we've both discovered that we are children of God. We're children of God. We belong to God. We belong to Jesus. And God is calling us on a mission to make Him known to our friends and our family, to those we come across. This is our purpose in life, for me and Tabitha. And because of that, we don't see marriage as a thing where it's like, oh, we've got to get everything sorted out. We've got to have a career first. We've got to have, this whole game plan. We've got to have this whole, have our stuff together. It's important to have a plan, of course. It's important to make that plan together. But instead, we see marriage as a chance to be a team. And marriage is a foundation for these things like a career, for kids, for jobs. A marriage is a home, a security and a foundation to set ourselves up. At the moment we don't have that much money to rub together, two pennies to rub together, however the saying goes. But that's not so important. It's important to have financial security, and we have financial security to get by. That's enough for us, right? Enough for us to survive. That's not where it's going to stop, definitely no. The situation's going to change because we're working towards changing that situation. We're all working as a team. And marriage is the foundation so we can work as a team together for God's glory. And if you dream of getting married one day, or having kids, and you're in your 20s, wake up. Your 20s are the time to get ready, not your 30s. By that time, however you've spent your 20s is actually all the habits and stuff you've built towards your 30s, right? There's no rush. Yeah, I'm getting married young. There's no rush to get married. I'm not saying you have to rush to get married. You don't have to get married at all. Take your time. Take your time. The slow process of building this foundation in your 20s. Don't waste it away. Otherwise, in a blink, you'll be 30. And what will your life look like if you don't set it up well in your 20s? And do have fun. Explore and try new things. Just don't do stupid things, okay, guys? Stay safe and stay sane.